What's up, guys? Welcome to JD Stone Gaming. It's your boy JD Stone, and today we are going to play Rayman Legends. So, I don't know if you guys have played any Rayman games before, but I loved Rayman Origins when I played it on the Wii U, the 3DS. It was just fantastic, and it was a really great port of these games, really great addition to the titles. The game started on PlayStation 1, and it was originally designed for Atari Jaguar in 1995. But I think they've come a long way since then. And Rayman has gotten a lot of good press. It's a great game. Great platformer. Some simple puzzle solving. It's a good mix between the two kind of titles. And right now, I'm just learning the game and trying to figure out what's going on, because it is new. I haven't played Rayman Legends before, but I found as I go through this, there's a lot of similarities between Legends and Origins. You can change your character later. You start as Rayman, and then after I finish a little bit here, I can go and do my personal favorite is Glowbox, because he's basically gel frog that can shrink into whatever kind of minuscule thing I want him to be in. And here I'm supposed to make sure I hit the purple one and then get all of them at once, because they give you double little globals, or whatever those little things are called that you're supposed to collect and try and get every single one of in the game. But this one added a neat little feel to it, because it added the second guy, which can do things for you, so you can go through the level. It's kind of interesting and really neat. It's like having your automatic second player. It's pretty cool, actually. So, I want to know how many of you have actually played a Rayman game before, because it'll be interesting to find out. And in typical cartoon style, you can tickle the enemies instead of beat them. Now, this game is great because it is a kid-friendly game. There isn't anything inappropriate in it or something that I have to worry about showing to my 3-year-old, like South Park or Family Guy or something like that. Well, I like those games. I don't want my 3-year-old watching it, for obvious reasons. Now, some of you might not care, but that's okay. That's just my thought. And I've said before in the comments that I want this to be a family-friendly station. So, I'm really struggling if I want to do stuff like Walking Dead and South Park on this channel. As much as I love them, I'm not sure if they quite fit. Now, the reason you'll see these pausing so much is because I was kind of doing two things at once. Playing with my son and playing the game at the same time and recording it for the channel. But that's okay. Because that's what happens when you have a family and you have a life outside of YouTube. You gotta kind of multitask. Now, I would like to play this on 2-player mode. I just need a second controller to do it, because I want to see what you do, what the second player will do with everything. Because this will be fun. I was just testing there to see if I could do something with it. Um, See, now this was something cool about the Wii U version too of Rayman Origins that they kept in this. You could actually use the gamepad to control the environment. They do the same kind of thing in Mario 3D Land, or 3D World, I mean, with the cat. But you touch the gamepad and move it around, and you actually get to do things, like twist that. In here, you hold the button, and then you hold a different button and you can twist it. Because obviously you don't really have a touchpad on the PS4 controller like you do on the Wii U gamepad. But it's cool that they kept the same idea in. I really, really enjoyed that aspect of it. Because it's a little bit of puzzle solving. It's a little bit of trying to figure out how to make this work the right way for you to what you need. And as you'll see, that's what I do here. Almost missed my jump there. Now, in order to beat the level, you have to fill up all 10 of those. So I have 8 out of 10 right now. And once you get all 10, then you'll be able to get to the end. Now that gives you a bunch of those globals things that I was talking about. That heart that's following me around is like an extra kind of shield. So, a lot like Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 1 with the mask that follows you around. How you have that extra protection from getting hit. That's what that does. And this is a matter of puzzle solving still, trying to figure out, okay, now how do I time this right to where I could do this? And I did not time it right. So I died. But you notice I got 2 hits there because of the heart instead of just 1. That was my 9th guy. And this is the tricky part here. There we go. And there's the 10th guy that I needed. So now I found them all. And now this is just cool that they made this part so much of this level. Like I said, this was one of the best features of Rayman Origins on the Wii U. I think even the 3DS did this too, because the 3DS does have a touchscreen. Let me know in the comments if you guys played it and if you remember. It's been so long since I remembered, or I played it, that I don't even remember how it worked. Here we go with the tickling again for the cartoony kind of feel. And we'll annihilate him. There's the end. Now when I walk past something, what I'm doing is I'm trying to see if I can go farther. Because one thing I've learned with Rayman in Rayman Origins is they hide a lot. So you have to be looking for things, looking in obscure places, jumping, going under stuff, going left and right, breaking through walls, whatever it is. They're notorious for hiding things in their levels. So in order to get a total completion, which I was just off of on that level, I had to get all of those purple glow bells in that little thing where they came off at different sides at the beginning, and then also, I think there was a couple others that I missed. But if I had done all that, then I would have gotten 100% completion. One thing here is it's a scratch card, like a scratch off. So it's a way to get extra little things for the game, and extra glow bells and whatever. You go into the museum and it gives you stuff periodically throughout the game, as you'll see here. I'm also looking at the characters, and I'm going, hey, I can play my Glowbox character now. I really tend to prefer Glowbox over Rayman, just because Glowbox he's flexible, so he can squish down into like nothing. He has a better jump. Rayman can kind of float a little bit by twisting his ears or hair or whatever the heck that is. And he has a big punch too. Glowbox will just palm slap you instead of punch you. He'll just massively palm slap you. But here I am testing out the different characters, seeing what they do, what they are, that kind of thing that I can play as right now. And the blue toad right there is Glowbox. He's my favorite. And that's basically the green Glowbox. Here's a couple others that I can unlock. I just need more of the little things. But I'm gonna eventually go with Glowbox because he is my absolute favorite character. So here we go into the next level. He's just telling me how to watch out for the level markers and what they mean and stuff like that. So like, one skull is really easy and 5 skulls is really hard. Man. One thing I didn't realize is there is so much in this game. I need 700 of those guys and I get 10 a level. That's ridiculous. There's a giant hand slap that I was telling you about. The other thing I forgot too is these purple things are usually timed. So you only have a certain amount of time to get it. And there he is, shrinking like I like him to do. And I'm just testing things, like seeing what goes where, and like I said, they hide so much stuff in these games that you gotta try everything you can think of. Now I do miss a couple things on this level, because I'm not thinking right and I don't time it right, or I know when to hit it, but I just, for some reason, it doesn't hit right when I need it to. But that's okay, because you can always go back and replay it. So, it's not like a one and done kind of level, which is nice too in that aspect of it. And here I am trying to go back for that coin right there, because like I said, that adds a lot to your globo, or I don't even know what those things are called anymore, but little bugs, lightning bugs, fireflies, whatever you want to call them. This took me a little bit to figure out. I was sitting here and I was going, okay, so I know I needed to get across there, but how do I do this? And I realized that you just jump and it does it automatically. See, I thought you had to push a button, you had to do something, so that's what I was trying to do. And I'll pause it here because I had to go stop and do something else, and then come back to it. And there we go. It was an automatic thing as I jumped. But like I said before, they do so much stuff that's hidden that you never know what you have to push, what you don't push, what you do. So it's a trial and error thing to get everything you can out of it. But these games are just so enjoyable, and I'm so glad that they made this one of the free games for May on PlayStation Plus, because it's just such a fun game. I love Rayman. Oh, and I just died. I completely mistimed that. There we go. I lost my heart, so now if I get hit, I die again. I kind of like the Halloween theme of this level, actually. I was like, how close can I get without getting seen? And I actually pulled it off, surprisingly enough. There we go. I mean, he is a frog after all, so he can swim pretty well. And one thing I will say about Rayman is it's not usually hard to do. It's a matter of timing is what gets you. And that's an example of what I was saying with the hidden thing. They had that thing of skulls there, and behind the skulls, which you couldn't see until you blew up the skulls, was the dude that was waiting that I needed. So it really is a matter of trial and error, trying to figure out how you do this right in order to make this work. And there's the second big guy that I needed. So at every level you get 8 smaller guys and 2 big guys. A total of 10 that you need to rescue. There's another small guy right there. So I'm at 6. And that's an example of me missing something that I should have gotten. I just didn't time it right to where I could have jumped off and done that the right way. I'm trying to go back and get it, but I realize I can't, so I may as well just get all this stuff done. So let's just make do with what I can get, and we'll go from there. I actually got really close to that one, and he didn't see me. You'd think with like 4 eyes he would have seen me. The reason I'm stalling here is because I forgot to pause it and I went off and did something for my wife. I think for dinner. But it's alright. Like I said, that happens when you have a family. So just bear with me. Here I am trying to get the rest of them. I need 2 more and then I can be done with it. There we go. Now, if you play these kind of things before, Sonic, I'm sure even Mario has done it to some degree, you kind of know, when you see things like that, you know about what you need to do. Oop. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Now those vines are actually attached to something like a Venus flytrap, and as you noticed earlier, I got too close to one, and it chomped me and killed me. So I've timed it right now to where I can just go through it and jump off of them and be safe. So that's about it for this first episode. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Guys, I really appreciate your support and your love, and it means the world to me as I'm getting started and getting used to this. This is your boy JD Stone for JD Stone Gaming. Please have a great night, and remember, play like your life depends on it.